How heavy is your backpack now? We tend to treat our days like we are hiking up a mountain, picking up rocks along the way, a frustration here, worry there, a failure there. By the time we hit the pillow, we are carrying 50 pounds of emotional weight. And then we wonder why we wake up tired. We wonder why we have anxiety. A kingdom warrior knows how to fight, but more importantly, he knows how to drop the gear when the mission is done. Today, we learn the art of the evening release. Welcome back to the Applied Faith Podcast, everyone. I am Tyler Y'all, and this is day number 22 of the Kingdom Challenge. We're moving through the second half of the challenge, and today we focus on discipline number 7, which is daily reflection and gratitude. The instruction says, end the day in a prayer and thanksgiving. Now, in the first half of the challenge, we talked about gratitude as a weapon against negativity. And that's still true. But for day 22, I want to talk about settling accounts. As some of you may know, I'm in the finance industry, so this makes a lot of sense to me. We need to settle the accounts at the end of the day. Think about a business. At the end of the day, they close the till. They count the cash, they lock the safe, and turn off the lights. They don't leave the register open all night. Many of us leave our spiritual registers open. We go to sleep replaying the argument, replaying the mistake, calculating the stress. Discipline number 7 is the closing ceremony. It's where you settle the accounts with God so you can sleep in peace. This is where my anxiety starts to lift. I can give it all to the Lord who tells me to lay it at his feet at the end of every night. I don't have to pick up that heavy bag again in the next morning. God has already taken it. We don't have to worry about it anymore. But I do want to take you to Psalm 4. David is surrounded by enemies. He has every reason to be up all night, pacing the floor with that gladiator mindset, plotting his survival. But look what he says in verse 8. In peace I will lie down and sleep, for you alone, Lord, make me dwell in safety. This is the ultimate flex of the kingdom mindset. David says, I am going to sleep. Why? Not because the enemies are gone, but because the king is awake. Sleep is an act of trust. It is you admitting that God can handle the universe without your help for the next 8 hours. When we do our daily reflection, we aren't just saying, thanks. We're saying, God, I did what I could do today. Now I'm handing the rest over to you and I'm clocking out. If you're fighting from victory, you sleep like a baby. If you're fighting for victory, you sleep with one eye open. Which one are you? I know for me, for the longest time, I slept with that one eye open. I was worried about what was going to come the next day. I was worried about what happened in the past was going to come back to the future. I was worried about the anxieties of today that were going to affect me tomorrow. But when I realized that I could leave all that at the floor, at the king's feet, I was able to wake up a little bit lighter that next morning. It's not easy. You think just saying some prayers and going to sleep and leaving it at the Lord's feet should be the easiest thing in the world, and it should be. But I'm telling you, in practice, it's hard. We're told that we have to carry this burden with us all the time. We're told that we always have to keep this backpack with us, but it's not true. You can leave it at the king's feet who has all the strength to carry it. I highly suggest you try it tonight and tell me how it works the next morning. So how are we going to execute day number 22? I want to teach you a specific way to pray tonight during your reflection time. I call it the transfer. Sit down, close your eyes, visualize the things that are stressing you out, the unfinished projects, the difficult conversations, the bills, the kids keeping you up. Imagine taking them out of your pocket and placing them on God's desk. Literally visualize picking up those things and putting them down in front of the Lord. Put the file on his desk and say, Father, this is too heavy for me to carry while I sleep. This is just too heavy for me to carry. I want you to hold this. Then pick up the gratitude, and that is the exchange. You give him the burden, and he gives you the peace. You cannot hold both of those at the same time. And I promise you, holding the peace is so much lighter than holding the burden. And if you go to bed holding the problem, you are stealing the job from God. Here's a challenge for day 22. Tonight, before you close your eyes, make sure your balance is zero. Zero anger, zero worry, zero resentment, zero stress, zero anxiety. Use the reflection time to clear the cache, forgive who you need to forgive, and release what needs to be released. I want you to wake up tomorrow light. We have a lot of work to do on day number 23, and you can't run fast if you're carrying yesterday's rocks. Rest well tonight, family. The king has the watch. Close the tab, go to sleep. I'm Tyler Y'all. This is the Applied Faith Podcast, and we'll see you tomorrow for day 23 of the Kingdom Challenge.